Did you see this this story from my neck of the woods? I just linked it. Missouri Senate bans all federal gun control laws in proposed bill. Historic vote would nullify all past, present, and future gun control legislation in the state of Missouri.
Wow. Yeah. I heard a bit about that on the radio. They're basically saying the Constitution says the right shall not be infringed. It's pretty plain English, and we're not going to enforce any sort of laws that we feel infringe a person's right to bear arms.
What about concealed carry? Just everybody has one?
They got rid of that a couple of years ago. Now you can conceal carry here without a license. As long as you don't, if you have a medical marijuana thing now, though, you give up all of your Second Amendment rights. And so people are like, that was like a stipulation here. And so people, for the most part, I don't know a single person who's done it. They're like, fuck that. I'm keeping guns.
So fucking obnoxious how both sides will have their idiotic nanny state stuff. Like the drug people and the gun people can never just cooperate state by state.
The New Zealand Prime Minister basically, in a stroke of the pen, said no more guns.
Did she even try thoughts and prayers? Did she give it a go first?
So now what's going on? Everybody who's obeying the law is going to turn their guns in, and everybody who's not is going to keep their guns.
I don't know the specifics of the law. I know they won't be selling anymore.
I know one thing. No, you can't have them, and the government will buy them. And they expect it to cost between $1 and $200 million on the national level. That's what I read.
Ridiculous.
It's not my thing. And also, like, look, it was already against the law to shoot people. So clearly we're dealing with someone who doesn't respect the law.
Yeah. Do you think the average person who owns a semi-automatic rifle is like that fucking lunatic terrorist who shot a bunch of people? No.
The last shooting they had was 1990.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, if that was the last one in 1990, that's fucking obscene for them to be, no more of this type of gun because it's good PR right now, or it's a good time to push down. Who knows if that was on her docket for a while and she saw her chance.
For sure. She's
somebody's,
liberal,
I'm sure, even if it wasn't hers.
Yeah. She's pretty liberal. I've been making fun of her for a long time because I've got friends who are from New Zealand, Kiwis as they're known, and we make fun of their buck-toothed pregnant prime minister.
Yeah, it's on a lot of issues I can see both sides, but I don't know. I guess I can on the gun one too, but I still fall on the pro-gun side, which is where I am.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to a sweeping ban on that kind of gun because of one person. And my God, the last shooting was 1990. That is so long. That sounds like literally unbelievable.
To play devil's advocate, you can make sense of it though, right? Like if you wanted to commit a mass murder, that kind of gun that they outlawed, this is all military style, what I'll call assault weapons. I know gun guys don't like calling anything an assault rifle.
No, they do. They started it, didn't they? That was their advertising. They came up with it to market cool-looking guns in the 80s by calling them assault weapons. And now
I didn't know that. Yeah, I've never heard that.
And now they pretend like it's like, oh, that's so stupid to call them assault weapons. Like, you dumb motherfuckers started this to sell guns.
I had no idea. Cool. But these weapons are better at this task. Their magazines hold 30 rounds instead of like 5 or 10.
By the way, the legal limit there, I believe, is 5.
Are you telling me that this gentleman is a rule breaker?
He's a rule breaker.
Damn it.
Let's hope they never run into another one like him.
But I have a hunting rifle. It's 223, but it's a Savage. And putting 5 rounds in takes a while. Like, you have to load them one by one from the top. It's bolt action, so every time you shoot it, you have to like re-aim. And if you wanted to put your next 5 in, it'd be a real challenge. This thing, you put 30 in, and if you're any good at it, in 2 seconds, you can get another 30 in. It's just better at warlike tasks. So I still think people should have them. Right? I'm pro-gun guy, but I bristle a little bit when I hear like it makes no sense. Like there's no logic behind it. No, they're just
there's more deadly guns. It's
what were you thinking of as more deadly?
Oh, fucking AR-10. It's a heavier. It's the same thing as an AR-15. It's just a 308.
Right, they didn't ban AR-15s. They banned like military style assault rifles. So AR-10 is deadly too.
Any kind of semi-automatic rifle.
Yeah.
I know.
But I mean, shotgun. He started off with a shotgun. He killed.
Thing about shotguns is like I was going to say they don't have any rounds. Now, there are drum magazines. I'm telling Kyle, hey, Kyle, you might not know. There are drum magazines for shotguns. But are they reliable? What would you think of that?
Yeah. If I were insane, that would be my go-to. It depends if you're proficient with the thing. You know, if the average Joe picks one up, he's going to run out of bullets, and then what's going to happen? I mean, this shooter, he didn't know what he was doing.
He dropped his
watching it.
Do you remember how often he dropped his mag?
Yeah, the mag fell out at one point, and then he was when your adrenaline's going like that, it's hard to keep count. You know, I've done it in paintball. That's my experience. Like this is, you know, things get crazy in paintball, and you don't know how many are in your magazine. I use a magazine-fed paintball gun when I play, and I'm often checking. I'm often popping it. Like, oh, really? I got 8 more. Well, fuck! It felt like I had shot 30 times there, but I guess I had. All right. He was just losing track, and then one time it fell out. And also he wasn't very proficient with it. He had double mags, so you pop the mag out, move it over a 1/4 inch, and then pop the other one in. You know, there's 2 magazines taped together essentially, but not taped. There's a spacer between them and a whole apparatus. But he wasn't very proficient with his shotgun. You know, he was having jams, and he wasn't reloading it properly, and he really didn't know what he was doing. Now, I don't have tactical like shooting ground targets with a shotgun experience, but what I do have is a lot of shooting birds with a pump shotgun. I would handicap myself and use a pump a lot, and I can load that thing incredibly fast. I can put the shells between my knuckles as I'm shooting, and I can flip them like a coin on my knuckles and quickly like throw them in there.
That's
as I'm
badass.
shooting.
You know what Kyle does that's badass?
Practice it enough.
And yeah, he does. So he shoots like a skeet, and then he pops the shell up in the air, and then shoots the shell like it was a skeet.
Yeah. That took a little bit of practice.
Do you hit it with the butt, or does it just pop up high? Yeah.
No,
the shell pops out, bops it up extra high with the butt, and then he shoots that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started shooting that shotgun when I was 4 years old. So like I couldn't even mount it. You know, I was putting it under my arm. So I've just got just like some people really good with a slingshot, they don't have to aim or really think about it. They can just do it. That's kind of how I'm with a shotgun. I can hit anything.
But yeah, so they banned the heck out of. You still have hunting oriented stuff like the Savage I described with the 5 rounds, and shotguns I think are still okay. They didn't ban those, but
I think the only caliber of semi-automatic they're using or they're allowing anymore is 22 long rifle.
Yeah. Which whatever. Look, it's their deal, not ours. You know, it's that's what they want to do. Then that's what they should do. And if the New Zealand citizens don't like that, then they should vote in someone who will change that for them.
Jim Jeffries tells the story of the Australia time. Like they had a mass shooting, and they banned guns, and all the Australians went, "Huh, makes sense," just like that. And it looks like the Kiwis are doing it too. So, like you said, you know, they're sovereign, do what they want.